Hello friends, hope you are doing fine. Isn't it, friends, that the world has become very exciting and we have to be on our guard and have clarity on various aspects which surround us. Take for instance, attention. Isn't it? Every sector, every player in the economy desperately wants to have a piece of our attention so that they can make business out of it. The corporates for their products, political leaders for their support, news channels for their content, social media for various reasons, and so on and so forth. So much so, friends, that by some estimates, the attention economy today runs on a staggering sum of $7 trillion. Yes, it's that huge. Recently, there's an interview on the whole aspect of attention between D. Graham Burnett, the historian of science at the Princeton University, and Ezra Klein, journalist in the New York Times. It's actually a conversation between the two. And in this interview, various facets, various aspects and nuances of attention and things related to attention have been unraveled in a very intriguing and fascinating manner. To begin with, Burnett says it is important to understand what is attention. Normally, we use the word in a very abstract sense. And since it has become very important now, because everyone is targeting for your attention, so it is significant, extremely significant and critical that we know what attention is. So he gives two contrasting definitions of attention. One, he says the attention is that which crystallizes our awareness into action. He is quoting two writers, Davenport and Beck, while sharing this definition. Attention is what crystallizes our awareness into action. We are aware that these are the products available which we want, and then there is a ask from our attention, and the moment we actually zero in on our attention on this, then we engage in the action of buying that product. That is one. Exactly different, contrasting definition is by the French philosopher, Burnett quotes it in this interview, is Bernard Stiegler. He says, no, it's not triggering of action, but it is infinite waiting. Waiting to discover the various connectedness between our observations. So ultimately, out of this various interconnectedness, there is a painting we see of a building. First we see the painting, then we see the color, then we think of buildings of the same color and same nature. Then we think of buildings which are not of the same color or same nature. So this web of interconnectedness unravels, and then we have this disclosure of our attention. Isn't it fascinating, friend? But knowing attention is not enough. Knowing what attention is not enough. We also have to develop the skill of the best type of attention that we possess. So there is a school, the Strother School of Radical Attention, where people are taught how to discover the best form of attention. Elizabeth Klein and Burnett have shared this beautifully in this interview, their experiences, how this training went on. So it has 4 types of listening. to skill yourself with proper attention. First is you just listen. Now the both of them share in this first phase, there's a piece of music for 30 seconds. You listen. And then say, when you listen, for the first time, you do not get what it is. It's a complete chaotic experience. Whether it's a bird, whether it's a music, or what it is, where it is, you can't figure out. That's the first step. Second step is you listen and then you recall what you listened in the first step. So this Ezra Klein and Burnett, they discuss how in the second step, they start discovering, no, it is a bird. They recall, okay, it's a bird. Right? It's a sign of a bird. And then Burnett says, again, he went one step further. He said, this sound has been generated by playing of guitar. So it's a completely now how it expands our attention, the scale of our attention. Third step is listen and discover. Then in that third step, both of them share that when they're listening, and the third step and to discover, they found that it's birds. Tick, 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 tock. Birds, they are in a forest. Then they are flying. They can hear the air, the sound of the air. So this is the third stage. So friends, how it is progressing? First listen, chaotic. Step 2, recall, you know that it's a bird or a music. Third, you know where are the birds flying. The fourth step is very important. Don't listen. And in this phase, they say they have a spiritual experience. They think that this is a music. This is a vastness of the forest. So entire new experience in this from the first recording of 30 seconds to the last. So now see how their attention span, both in terms of quality and in both in terms of depth, how it is improved. And they say this is the sanctuary which prevents us from getting distracted and pay attention, the right attention to the right object for our right interests. Fascinating discussion, isn't it, friend? So let's embrace the message of this interview and pay better attention in future. Thank you, friends. Hope you like this discussion.